Hello guys, in this video we will continue explaining the Home tab in Microsoft Word. So moving on to the paragraph section, the first thing I want to talk about is the alignment or the text alignment. I can change the alignment of any text inside my document. I have three alignments. I can align the text to the left. I can align the text to the center of the page or the document, or I can align the text to the right. So for example, if I want to align this text, by default it's aligned to the left. If I want to align it to the center, I simply click on the center button here, and now my text is aligned to the center, or my title is aligned to the center. I can align it to the right simply by clicking on this button. So my text now is aligned to the right. Now I have previously generated a random text using the rand function. Now if I want to justify my text, I select the text, then click on justify. Now my text is justified, and the program adds spaces between the words in order to make the paragraph or the all paragraph finished or at the same line, and all the paragraphs are now justified. We click on justify button here. Now if I want to increase the spaces between the statements in a paragraph, I need to click on this button and select the space. I can increase or decrease the spaces between the lines, the sentences inside, or the lines inside a paragraph. I can choose here 2 points. Here I can increase it to 1.5 and so on. Now if I want to add a shading to my paragraph or a background color, I can simply select the paragraph, then click on shading and select any color I want to add. Now if we want to add a border to our paragraph, I will select the paragraph and click here on borders. I go to borders and shadings. Here I can customize a border to my paragraph. Let's say I want to add a double line border only to the left side of the paragraph. I can add a triple line border to the bottom border, for example. I can change or add, let's say for example, this border style. I can change its color to another color or its width. I can increase or decrease the width of the border. So I will assign this border style to the right border. Also, I can select any style I want. Let's say this style, I want the color of this border to be dark blue, and I want to select this width and assign the border style to the top border. And we need to make sure that we apply to paragraph. So if I apply a border to the paragraph, I need to select the apply to paragraph option. Now my border is applied to the paragraph. If I need to apply a border only to the text, not the whole paragraph, we need here to, let's say, select the option apply to text. Now my border is applied only to the text. If here I select apply to paragraph, the border is applied to the whole paragraph and not to the text only. Ctrl Z to undo my work. So I need to apply a border color. I can change the width to the text only. Now the border is applied only to the text. Now if we want to increase the indent of a paragraph, we simply click on increase indent, and the space between the margin of the page and the paragraph content will be increased, or I can decrease the indent as we want. Increase, decrease. I can change the text direction. So by default, the text direction will be from left to right. As I write here any text, I can change it to the other direction, right to left text direction. So now the text is written from the left or from the right to the left. And that's how we can change the text direction. I can sort my paragraphs based on the first letter of each paragraph. So if I select sort here and sort by paragraph, the type text, so it will sort my paragraphs based on the first letters, ascending sorting, or I can select a descending sorter. So the paragraphs now are sorted based on the A to B alphabetic ascending sorting scheme. Okay. Now to add a list inside my document, I have multiple or three types of lists. I have a bullet list where the listing is based on bullets. I have the numbering list and the multi-level list. So to add a bullet list, we can simply click on this arrow here. I can select a predefined bullets, or I can define a new bullet. Let's say I want to select this bullet style. So here I can write any text or create any listing using the bullets style. So for example, if I hit enter, now I'm defining a new bullet or a new point in this list. Excel, PowerPoint, for example. Now if I want to change the bullet style, I can select the bullets here, and I can change the style directly from this button here. I can choose another style. I can customize the bullets. So if I select the bullets here, I can change its color, I can make it bold, I can underline. All the effects can be applied on the bullets to style this bullet. Now if we want to apply or insert a numbered list, we have many formats for the numbering. We can have this format, this numbering format, or this numbering format, or any format we want. We can define a new numbering format. Let's say I want to use this numbering format. 1, 2, enter, 3. So if I want to define a new bullet or number in the list, I simply can click on the enter, and now I'm defining a new point or a new number in this list. Now I can insert a multi-level list. So let's say here, for example, or let me insert a new list. I can insert a multi-level list, let's say using this format or any available format. I can define a new multi-level list or define a new list style. So let me, for example, choose this style. So here, for example, I want to add the following list, and now if I want to enter a sublist inside the level 1 list, I can simply click on the tab button on the keyboard to enter the sublist. So if I click on tab, now I am in the sublist of this upper list named level 1. Now if I click enter, I'm still in the order of the sublist inside level 1. So here it's sub level . Now if I want to go back to the previous level, so I want to continue here 1 level 1, then 2 level 2, I can simply click on the backspace, or I can click on shift tab. So shift tab to, or tab to enter the sublist, then shift tab to leave the sublist. So now I am in the same level or list level with level 1 here. Here I can enter level 2. I hit enter. I need now to enter the sublist or the level list of level 2. I click on tab. Now I am under the sublist of level 2 list. Okay. I hit enter. Now I want to return back to the previous listing, the previous level. I can click on backspace, I can click on enter, or I can click on shift tab to go back to the previous listing. So now I can continue the listing or the multi-level list. I hit enter here. I click on tab to enter the sublist. So I enter tab, click on tab. Now I'm in the sublist of level 3. I hit enter. If I hit enter again, now I'm the listing of the previous listing. If I hit enter again, I now leave the listing. Now I can have also a sublist to the sublist of the list. So here, for example, in the sublevel 1, I can enter a new sublist with the following number scheme. So I can sub level 1 and so on. I can have multi levels in a sublist or in a list, and this list is named a multi-level list. Now I can change, of course, the numbering scheme. I can change its formats. I can make it bold. Here I can make an underline. Let's say, for example, dashed underline. And this level I can make it looks italic, or I can make it as bullets and not a numbered list, bullet list. Now if we want to increase or decrease the spaces between paragraphs, so this paragraph, for example, if I click on the arrow here in paragraph settings, indent and spacing, I want to increase the space before this paragraph. So if I click on increase here, we notice here that the space between the paragraph is increased before the paragraph, or I can increase the space or decrease the space after this paragraph. I can here assign the line spacing or the space between lines inside the paragraph. It's the same function applied here, line spacing. Here I can add an indentation before the text or after the text. Let's say, for example, here I want to add indent. As we see before, we can increase the indent from this button or decrease the indent. But if we want a special effect, for example, I want to indent the first line only in the paragraph. So here in the special, I select first line and I can increase or decrease this space I want. You can preview the applied action here. So I want an indent only to the first line inside this paragraph. Now moving on to the styles section. Here I can define a style to be used inside my document. So for example, the default style here you are using is this style. I can select any style. Let's say, for example, if I want this title to be assigned the predefined style here for titles, so I can select the style, title, or I can define a new style. Let's say, for example, I can define a style for the titles with my own styling or my own formats or effects applied on the text. So I can select a predefined style to the title, to the subtitle, to the headings, or to the normal text, or I can define new styles inside my documents, so to simplify my work. Here in the editing section, I can find inside my document any word. So if I need to search, let's say, for example, for any word, if I hit enter, I can see all the word or the make word in this document. So here in this section I can search for any word or any text inside my document. So let's say for example here SCI 200, I found one result in my document with this content. It's here, SCI 200. I can replace, so let's say I want to replace any text, any CSCI 200 text. I want to replace it with CSCI 250, let's say for example. I can replace. Now if I click on find next, he found this word. I can replace it. Word finished searching your selection, continue searching. Yes, I have finished searching the document. There is no other text CSCI 200 in my documents. It's only one text. So the Microsoft Word replace the CSCI 200 word with CSCI 250. So now if I want to, let's say for example, replace the word video, so I click on replace. I want to replace it with videos. For example, if I click on find next, the word processor will find the word and let me manually choose if I want to replace it or not. If I click on replace all, it automatically find all the word video and replace all the word with the specified word here, which is videos. So if I click replace all, okay, Microsoft Word said we made a 3 replacement. Do you want to continue searching for the beginning? From the beginning, I said yes. We made 4 replacements, so he found 4 words, video, and the Microsoft Word replaced the word video with videos with the S. So that's how we can replace any word inside Microsoft Word. Here I can select all. If I click on select all, all content in my document are now selected. Or I have a shortcut to select all content simply by click on Ctrl A on the keyboard. Now all the content are selected. I can select only the objects. Here I don't have objects since I don't have, for example, pictures, so I don't have objects. And as we said, we can click on Ctrl A to select all objects inside Microsoft or text inside the document.